Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a haul update. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on these products that I purchased during last year's Sephora VIB sale haul. I'm going to give you my thoughts on these things because I've been using them. I love haul update videos. I think they're absolutely beneficial. I think they're fun to watch. You learn whether or not somebody likes something, and yeah, so I think I'm going to put this up prior to when the sale begins. I might put it up during the current Friends and Family sale if it's still going on right now. I know the Friends and Family sale goes from the 14th to the 21st. If you are so lucky as to get a code from a friend or a family member or a coworker or someone who works at Sephora, I was, and thank you so much, Amy. And so I thought it would be beneficial to get this up, and you can, I don't know about you, but I have a Sephora VIB wish list all year round, and then I make a separate list of what I actually am going to buy. So let's get into this. Welcome if you are new. I hope you stay and subscribe. I would love to have you here. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the Belif The True Cream. I think this is my third one since purchasing it last year. I love this. This is what I use as my daytime moisturizer and my nighttime moisturizer. I have blown through so many moisturizers. That's definitely a product that I use a lot of. I do it in the morning, and then if I go to the gym and come home and shower, then I'm moisturizing a second time, and then I wash my face again at nighttime. That's 3 times a day, so I blow through these really quickly. But this is the moisturizing one. If you're more oily skinned or combo skin and you don't want such a heavy daytime moisturizer or even a heavier nighttime moisturizer, try the Aqua Bomb. It's a gel consistency. This is a cream consistency, and it's beautiful. It is not a heavy cream, but yet it packs a punch. It's very moisturizing for the consistency of it. Usually when you think of a very moisturizing, like lotion type moisturizer, I use that word way too many times, you think it's got to be heavy, but this isn't. It's very creamy and lightweight, but hydrating. I love it. I definitely recommend this now because it's that time of year where it's, you know, but companies are putting together different like kits. So there's different ways to try things. Like maybe you don't want to go out and buy a full size, you want to just try it. I will link below some kits that I've seen that Sephora has put together. It's also a great way to gift new things to people too. If you're unsure whether they'll like it or not, get them one of those value kits because it's a great way to try things without committing to the full size. Next, I had purchased the Sunday Riley Lactic Acid, the Good Genes Serum. I'll just insert a picture of it. I used that up and I love it. Great time to pick that up because if you can save 20% on that, I would do it. It's expensive. It's $105 for 1 fluid ounce, and you're like, because I remember when I first saw how much it was and everyone raved about it, and then I clicked on it, I'm like, $105? I don't think so, girlfriend. I'm not going to be buying that. And then I did. You know, you eat your words a lot in life, don't you? Never say never. So anyways, I love it. It's wonderful. I like to use it during the daytime. It's a lactic acid. Using acids is good for your skin. I like to use it in my daytime routine because at nighttime I used a retinol, or I like to do glycolic acid treatment a couple times a week, and the salicylic acid as well. The lactic is more gentle. It's a wonderful daytime acid. Acids are really good for your skin, helps slough off all the dead skin cells and reveal the radiant, plumped up, beautiful skin. It's just an expensive product, but if you can swing it, I would definitely pick it up at the sale. I do recommend it. Next, I almost always buy these, the Shiseido facial cottons. They look like this. Actually, they look like this, and they come in a container that looks like this. They're a very soft piece of cotton. I love to use this with toners or to remove my eye makeup. I had gotten in the habit of using them to take off my nail polish, which seems very wasteful because these are, you know, a more luxurious cotton. So I have an alternative for you. My friend Jelena told me about these. It comes in a set of 3, actually. You get 300 cotton rounds on Amazon, and I prefer these for taking off my nail polish. It has a rougher side, and then it has a smooth side. So if you don't want to spend, you know, a lot of money on something like this would be an option. However, this is better, I think, for eyes, the eye area, and to do any sort of toner. I really liked how soft these are. You can cut these in half too. So I do recommend the Shiseido, but if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, I will link these as well. These are better, I think, for, or even like, if you're going to do a glycolic, you know, a glycolic acid, and you want a little bit more exfoliation. It is nice to have the rougher side and then the smoother option. I don't think these don't absorb as much. Like, these are thinner, so when you put product on here, I mean, it very quickly absorbs throughout the whole thing, whereas this is thicker, and it's almost better for a more liquidy product. So it really just depends. You know, if you want to give the Shiseido a try, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll open them up and be pleasantly surprised about how lovely it feels on your face. I almost came in here with my glass of wine, but it's a little early in the day for the wine. Maybe I might film another video after this. Maybe we'll have the wine with that. But I got my pumpkin spice creamer and my coffee, and I got my San Antonio mug, and it matches my shirt, and I'm feeling myself right now. Alright, so let's get into the makeup. I had bought the Hourglass Mineral Veil, or actually it's called the Mineral Primer, Veil Mineral Primer, oil-free. Looks like this. I'm really just, I'm down to like scraping it out of the bottom here. I bought this last December, and as you can see, I mean, this basically has lasted me, well, it's October right now, so 10 months. Now, I didn't use this every time I did my makeup because, you know, you get little samples of things here and there, and I don't wear makeup 5 days a week, so I'm not saying this is going to last you that long. But if you wear makeup a couple times a week, you know, this is going to last you a while. So it is a spendy primer. I think you get 1 fluid ounce here. They do have a jumbo size, which is a better value. I mean, if you want to save the 20% and get the jumbo size, it is a better value. And it's not in a glass jar. It's in a squeeze tube. I like the glass jar myself. I just think it's pretty. I don't mind paying a little bit more for a product with great packaging because it makes me excited to use it. I reach for things that are pretty. You know, I just do. I like this primer. It's not silicone-y. It's not heavy. It fills in my pores nicely. I notice it brightens my skin when I put it on. It makes my makeup last long. I would recommend this. I would repurchase this, and I really enjoy it. It is a nice, I think it's a nice primer. I think if you're looking for something hydrating or illuminating, this is not going to be it for you. But I get my hydration from my moisturizer, and if I want to be illuminated, I just go out in the humidity, and within 10 minutes, I'm glowy. This next thing I did not pick up at the last year's VIB sale, but I wanted to include it because I picked it up earlier this spring, summer, and I think it's a good thing to have year-round. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Sheer Mineral Sun Spray. Now, I did notice that it goes in and out of stock on Sephora for whatever reason. Maybe it's because everyone loves it. But what it is it's a sunscreen in the spray form. It's an SPF of 50. You need sunscreen year-round, girlfriends, not just in the summer or not when you're just out on your boat, you know, sunbathing. I would have told my younger self, you know, put that sunscreen on instead of that oil, you know, because I always wanted to be tan. Little did I guess it didn't register in my mind that if you burn and then peel, that doesn't equal tan, Chelsea. That means sun damage. If you put sunscreen on, then your skin will not burn, and then you will be tan. But you know, when you're a teenager, you know everything. So, but this is wonderful. I like this. I really do. If you don't want to do like another layer of like a lotion, like SPF that way, and you just want something lighter, just spritz this all over your face after you're done with your full skincare routine and you're done. I also like that you can take it down onto your décolleté because I know I can sometimes forget to cover this area. This area is just important as this area, and even your neck too. And so I like that it's not heavy, it's not greasy, it's not sticky. Does it smell like sunscreen? Not really. Not really, no, and it's not anything that lingers anyways, but yeah, so you just shake it up, spray it, and done. And I think this is definitely something to keep in your cupboard because I reach for something like this because it's easier to remember than, because once I already got on like all my skincare routine and I got on my moisturizer, I'm like greasy dewy already, and the fact of putting on another product and then waiting, like, it's just too much. So I like that this is lightweight and I'm getting my SPF. Last year, oh my gosh, this I think was the best find of last year. It was such a great value, and it's a different palette this year. I will link it below. The Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. I mean, how cool was this? Like, let's see, does that say matte? Yeah, so one way it said matte and one way it said metal. It all the names listed back here. It had her regular matte eyeshadows, and it had her like more shimmery ones here. Just an amazing value, truly. Great wearable colors, nothing too loud. Of course this isn't available this year, but I'm sharing it because this is what I bought. And this year it's called she has this Saint and Sinner palette, and it's kind of like shaped like a cathedral, I think. But the colors in it, there's some bright stuff in there that I just don't wear bright eyeshadow. Like I see an eyeshadow palette, and if it's bright and fun, I'm attracted to it because I've always been one that's attracted to a lot of color. You know, I just love color. But then I have to tell myself, wait a minute, Chelsea, that's eyeshadow though. That's not a new t-shirt. That's not a new rug. Like, that's eyeshadow. And I always have to remind myself because it's like, oh, but wait a minute, I probably won't wear most of those colors. But there's definitely some fun colors in that palette. I haven't seen it in person, so I'm not going to rule it out, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy it because every time I say that, I end up wanting it. You know what I mean? So sometimes it just does pay off to go and look at it and see, you know, maybe there's something that might catch your eye, or maybe you're like, nope, definitely still not going to do it. But that is what this year's option is. Okay, next, a few practical things I picked up. Eyebrow pencils because I need eyebrows. These are not real. These are drawn on. I just don't naturally have a lot of brow situation. And I picked up 2 of the Brow Whizzes, one in chocolate and one in medium brown. I like to mix the 2. Chocolate gives me a little bit more warmth, and I feel like I get more depth and definition in my eyebrows when I draw them on. If I use 2 different colors, if you don't have a lot of natural brows and you have to draw them on, it just looks more natural that way to kind of mix, you know, because your natural hair has dimension in it, you know. So I think I'm preferring, and I don't know if it's just because I've been using it primarily, the brow definer, and I think it's because I get the job done quicker. This is a small point versus the definer, which is angled, and it just, you know, you don't have to like take as long. It already takes long enough to put your brows on. Like, it's not something I enjoy, trying to make them even, trying to make them, you know, like, you know, sometimes you draw them a little bit higher, you give yourself a little lift kind of thing. And anyway, so I did pick those up. This is a good thing to get. Get your staples, get your mascaras, get your concealer, get your foundation, get your staples while you can on sale, because then in 4 months from now, you're going to run out and be like, man, now I got to go pay full price. Well, get it on sale. Beauty blender. I always buy this at the sale. In fact, this year, I'm probably going to get the kit. Basically, you're getting 1 free. It's a set of 4 beauty blenders, different colors, and I think basically you're getting 1 free, which, why not? I mean, you're only supposed to use these every couple months. This one is actually a new one, believe it or not. I've used it a few times and washed it. They get stained. They get icky, but I have noticed if I don't wash this, or any brushes really, my face gets broken out. So it is important to keep up on washing this, but I do like to apply my foundation and actually blend in my concealer. I have to use a beauty blender for that. I've tried the brush, it just looks cakey and weird. The next thing was just kind of like an impulse buy, and this is just one of them, but the L'Occitane, they had a cute little set of hand creams, which this would be a cute little gift. You know, like to give someone little hand creams, maybe like an office coworker, a Secret Santa thing, because everyone needs hand cream. But the L'Occitane hand cream is really lovely, and it was a set of different scents. This one happens to be the almond milk, yeah. Oh, which the almond, the oil for the bath, the shower gel for this, or in the scent, is wonderful. I'm actually gonna put this on. So I like this hand cream. It's not sticky. It's not, it doesn't make your hands feel like they weren't coated with, okay, for instance, like the Bath & Body Works ones, I can't because I feel like my hands aren't getting hydrated. Like I put it on, my hands smell good, but that's the beginning and the end of it. This feels nice, it's not greasy. That's the word I'm looking for. You don't want a greasy hand cream, it's just, ugh. Then everything you touch and your rings get all full of stuff, and I like to actually put this all over my cuticles because I have a really bad habit picking at my cuticles. So that was short and sweet, but that was everything that I had bought last year at this time. Last year at this time was, like, seriously one of the craziest times in our life, so I wasn't doing a lot of makeup shopping. We were buying a house online. We were moving. It was just pure insanity at this time of year last year. I was breaking out in hives consistently, and it was crazy. If you guys enjoyed this and found this beneficial, and yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to be filming my wish list video. Things that I'm wishing for. And do you want to say recommendations? I know I just did the friends and family recommendations video, but do you want a VIB sale recommendations video? Because I could narrow that list down, or I could go about it from a different angle and give you guys some of my thoughts that way. So let me know. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will chat soon. Bye, guys.